Hey there, hi there, Aquarius, and welcome to your Make-A-Wish reading with me, Priscilla B. So, in this reading, you are going to be granted three wishes, and I'm going to be associating each one of those wishes with a Door of Destiny Oracle card. So, I'm going to be starting off with your first wish, and for that, I have the Door of Protection: security, safety, shield, preserve, guard, and defense. Protection. All right. So let's take a look at your first wish. Let's explore that a little bit and see what is going on with your third wish. Or, I'm sorry, your third wish. Maybe I should just read all three of your wishes. Maybe I should just do that. Okay, for your second wish, I have Door of Patience, endurance, perseverance, resilience, and steadfastness. And for your third wish, I have the Door of Vision. And it says foresight, revelation, prophecy, sight, senses, apparition. Okay, so there you have it. Door of visions, door of protection, door of patience. So you have three wishes here. All right, let's take a look at this door of protection. Let's see what this is about. So I have the Three of Cups. Okay, so that's definitely an indicator of like collaboration of some sort and like a partnership and working together for the overall protection um, that you want in your life. It also can mean skill and achievement. Um, a group of individuals working together harmoniously to achieve a common goal. It signifies a successful partnership or project where each person's expertise and contributions play a vital role in the outcome. The Three of Pentacles encourages you to recognize the value of skills. So, the value of skills and improving communication, embrace collaboration, and ensure that the skills and efforts of all involved are appreciated, and encourages you to address any obstacles that hinder teamwork and success. Okay, and now we get to your second wish, Door of Patience, and we have this is the Chariot. Okay, so interesting. The Chariot, patience. This is willpower, determination, and victory. Achieving your goals, a disciplined approach. Okay, a time when you harness your inner strength and drive to overcome challenges and obstacles. It encourages you to stay the course, maintain control, and continue on your path with unwavering resolve. The Chariot card is a symbol of victory, self mastery, and the triumph of the human spirit. Okay, and then your third wish, and we have the Five of Wands with visions. Okay, Aquarius. Um, so this is conflict, competition, and disagreement. Okay, it symbolizes a situation where different interests and opinions collide, resulting in tension or rivalry. It may indicate a competitive atmosphere or the need to navigate conflicts and the difference of opinion. The Five of Wands encourages you to find ways to resolve disputes, promote healthy competition, or work together to address challenges. It signifies a time when assertiveness and diplomacy are needed to overcome obstacles. All right. So I feel like what's happening here, this has like a lot to do with boundaries, distinction, empathy, fragility, touch, shedding, and growth. Okay. Skin. Okay. This is like autonomy here, having autonomy here in your own life. And I feel like you don't feel that. You're not feeling that. Ankle and flexibility, wrong steps, tread softly, unexpected twist, quick to change. And then ankle, or I'm sorry, that was the ankle. Back, responsibility, support, security issues, tension, weighed down in secrets. Okay, so right away, I'm just getting the sense that your wishes have a lot to do with um, your feelings of like wanting support, needing support. Yeah, we have the Fool, the Magician, and the King of Pentacles. Wow. So you're stepping in a new direction here. You're going on a new adventure with the Fool energy. And then the Magician and the King of Pentacles are kind of like that, like supporting. Like I'm getting like okay. So with the Magician card, um you have manifestation here and you have potential here. Okay, the Magician symbolizes manifestation, personal power, and the ability to transform ideas into reality. It reflects your inner resources and the potential to create change. So, the Magician offers a time for you to reflect your inner resources and the potential to create change, transform ideas into reality. You have everything you need to achieve your goals. This is a time for action. Believe in yourself and bring your dreams to life. You can manifest a relationship you desire, whether it's starting a new one or reinvigorating an existing one. You have all the skills to take your career to a new level. Harness your determination and take the steps to make it happen. Okay, self-doubt could be holding you back from realizing your true potential. It could also mean someone is misusing their power to manipulate a situation. Yeah. Okay, the new journey here, the leap of faith. The Fool represents new beginnings, curiosity, and the spirit of adventure. This card encourages openness, trust, and stepping into the unknown with a hopeful heart. The Fool symbolizes new beginnings. This is the time to take risks and embrace opportunities. You may be embarking on an exciting new chapter in an existing relationship, or a new relationship is just on the horizon. The moment is right to do something new with your career. Take on that project. Ask for a promotion. Explore a job opportunity. The world is your oyster. There is a cliff edge near, and you need to be cautious. Your excitement may be turning into recklessness. Slow it down and think things through. Yeah, I just am getting the sense that with this Fool and Magician energy as like your starting off point, your wishes are definitely something that I feel like you don't believe your wishes can even come true unless like by some, divine intervention you're shown some sign that it's all going to work out, and then you just follow that and go with that. But like this is kind of telling me and indicating to me that like that sign that you're looking for, or that, divine intervention that you want to happen, it's within you. Okay, Aquarius. So then we get this King of Pentacles. Okay, here. And you're definitely being patient when it comes to this like step in a new direction, this leap of faith. You're definitely being very patient here. Yeah, because you're definitely like very hesitant, you're very stressed out, you're very worried here about like doing that. And like, I don't know, the King of Pentacles is about leadership, prosperity, and wealth. Okay, The King of Pentacles represents mastery of resources, success, and material stability. He symbolizes leadership, security, and prosperity. The king is you or a person in your life who develops a plan and leads the charge in projects. Thoughtful and methodical, his success brings wealth to himself and those around him. The relationship brings with it financial prosperity and stability. You may push each other in your careers. A mentor or leader could be taking the company to new heights. It may also signal the coming of an investor. Status and materialism have become the driving force. You may feel like you never are having enough. Ground your energy and consider what truly matters. Yeah. So then we get like bones, digestion, circulation. So there's like a lot happening here, okay? Structure, mortality, what truly matters, bonding, well-being, connections, digestion, processing, absorbing, purifying, elimination, complex, intricate, regeneration. And circulation, life, network, flow, motion, depth, hidden essence, intertwined, and support. Pride, express how you really feel, protection, sadness in your power. Okay, so yeah. Someone here is like, there's definitely an energy here coming in that's like trying to I feel like they're trying to like keep you feeling a certain type of way about yourself. Like if you try to reach out and you try to create this like new life for yourself or this new vision of for yourself, there's this energy that's pulling you back and sort of like keeping you from that because they have a lot of control or power over you. Yeah, Eight of Wands in the Tower. Okay. I feel like you are this tower, Aquarius. You know, you're like standing strong and firm in what you believe that you know you deserve, but at the same time, it's like completely contradicting what actually has been like sort of constructed for you, you know, like, but you're kind of over here constructing your own thing, your own tower. So it's interesting to see how that plays out. Yeah, trusting your intuition here is going to be really important moving forward. It's almost like your wishes are like these three secrets. Like you don't want anyone else to know what you wish for and what you desire and what you want. But at the same time, it's like almost, it's like next to impossible for you to actually like, I want to say like have your wishes come true while also maintaining this sense of like structure and stability that you have for yourself. Upheaval, sudden change, avoiding changes, delaying the inevitable. The tower symbolizes sudden change, breakthrough in the collapse of old foundations. It clears the way for truth and rebuilding. The universe is striking down an unstable foundation to build something greater. Be prepared for massive change, which includes growing pains. Your relationship may be functioning on a shaky pretense and is no longer serving you. Make changes to ensure your needs are met. There may be upheaval at work, whether it's layoffs or increased responsibilities. The temporary chaos will lead to growth in your career. Change is near, but you are still relying on old ways. Trust that a new foundation will take you to new heights. And the Eight of Wands. Speed, movement, and fast pace. Okay, which is interesting because the Chariot and like patience are like the Chariot isn't really like a patient type of energy. I mean, but it's also almost like the Chariot is going at the exact right pace, then the Eight of Wands is kind of like moving ahead. There's also slow going, patience, and delays. The Eight of Wands represents movement and swift progress. It reflects momentum, communication, and accelerated development. Life moves quickly, and it's time to go with the flow. Excitement, spontaneity, and opportunity are in the air. Harness this energy to push your goals forward. Airline travel could be on the horizon. Relationship, a chain of serendipitous events may inject fire and passion into the relationship. Things can move quickly. You may feel like you're learning and growing in your career and at rapid speed, and opportunities are everywhere. It may also signal a business trip. Reverse, things may be moving slowly or getting delayed. Alternatively, you may be rushing headfirst into the next step without proper planning. Both paths call for patience and adaptation. Yeah, so it's like the Chariot is kind of like, okay, let's get things going. But then the Eight of Wands is like, yes, but very, very slowly. Like, let's get things going. That's because you're building something. You're building a foundation that is separate from the old foundation that you used to have. Because the old foundation that you used to have, just there was like too many like cracks in the wall and cracks in the floor, and it was like breaking down little by little, and you saw it breaking down, and you're like, I need a new foundation. I need something new, something solid. And leaving the past behind, it takes patience. It takes time. Okay? It really isn't like gonna happen overnight. It's a slow progression. Your first wish was for protection. Your second wish was for patience. And your third wish, that I felt very strongly was coming through the most, was visions. Okay? So your visions for the future, your patience to get there, and your protection getting there, it's all part of you building something new for yourself. Okay? And it's not going to come in overnight, and it's not going to come in, probably a week or two. It's going to happen slowly, very slowly. But the structure is there. That's what I think the bones is about. It's about structure. It's about what truly matters to you. It's about really being part of like healthy bonding, well connections. And then you have like the other parts of yourself that it longs for like attention. It longs for feeling wanted, feeling almost like feeling needed in a way, because you might not have something that everyone else has, that, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's almost like a form of currency. It's like your energy is almost like a form of currency, and you want to invest it in the right connections. Okay? But there's this shoulders energy, burdens, responsibility, community, doing versus being, authority, and aspirations. So you have a lot of burdens here, and you have a lot of responsibility here, okay, to yourself, okay, and to others. And that's where all of this pressure, I feel like, is building up and coming from. Whereas, like, the Tower, if it's not constructed in the right way and it's not supported in the right way, then it's going to all, like, lead to this big giant, like, eruption and collapse. Then you're going to have to start over again. So you want to make sure your wishes aren't, like, being wasted. And I don't feel like your wishes are being wasted. I just feel like, yeah, look at this. We got the High Priestess here. I just feel like you're contemplating and thinking about these wishes a lot and what it would mean to actually have these wishes come true. If you could have everything your heart desired and still have good structure and still have good stability in your life, what would that look like for you? All right, so with this High Priestess energy, we have intuition, subconscious knowledge, blocked intuition, ignoring your gut. The High Priestess embodies intuition, sacred knowledge, and the mysteries within. She guides you toward inner wisdom and the subtle truths beneath and the surface. The answers you seek lie within you. Trust in your intuition and tap into your subconscious mind. Listen to what your gut is telling you about that relationship. Right now, emotional intelligence is more important than logic. Follow your instincts when approaching your work. This may be also mean you are overthinking things. There is a disconnect between you and your intuition. You may be relying too heavily on the opinions of others rather than trusting yourself. Okay? Um, yeah. Okay, so clearly, when it comes to protection, when it comes to patience and your visions, a lot of energy needs to come into alignment first. And that energy is the Empress, the Emperor, and the Hierophant. And also, I'm getting the Lovers, too. There's actually a lot of energy here that needs to, death and art. Yeah, lust. Okay, there's clearly already a path laid out before you, and even the Five of Wands comes out again, because of conflict and competition. It's like you're being put in this like competition and this conflict with like somebody else, but you're like you didn't ask for it, and you definitely don't want any part in it. Um, so uh, let's see here. We have the Emperor and the Empress. So I'm already picking up on a soulmate connection, with the Lover's energy. So let's see. The Empress, now enthroned, we see the possibility and the form of a female, and the star behind the star as woman. Just as pinups stumbled over in summer fields initiate us to sexual devouring of ourselves, so the Empress presents herself to us now. The rays and the lineaments received from the High Priestess find their vessel in the woman on the pedestal. Um, yeah, because the High Priestess is like this adventure, uh, channeling of sex power, intuition, beautifying, adorning, revivifying, overthrowing, the storming of the boundaries, falling in love, propose, drive, initiation, crossing of the abyss, balance, perfection, grace, yielding, holidays in the sun, destiny, expensive designer lingerie, 70 sex kittens, fucking. Oh my god, wow. Okay. Um, there's also like this obsession too that like somehow is like somebody is like crossing of the abyss and stomping on your dreams in her spiked stiletto heels, bitch. Oh my god, okay. The High Priestess, find the vessel in the woman on the pedestal, the gate of heaven, the proto aspect of the divine feminine. To be afraid of life is to be afraid of yourself. This is the first mythic menage trois. See the lovers, art, lust, the tower, the moon. Love, worship, sensual pleasure, knowledge of beauty, luxury, music of love, calling on, acquisitiveness, thirst for knowledge. Um, and then we have the Emperor. The Father is the God that goes and through faith returns even when forced to break the bonds of the grave. His role is temporal and he acts in time. He is bonded to love and to service. His going is a wound in his side. The ankh is derived from the sandal, but now it is written in his side as if by the lance of a Roman. The Emperor then is late night movie in a swank and ladies' man in expensive suit, but who is loyal to his own ideal, which is Emperor exalted above Emperor forever, which is racetrack and putting a line on, son of the morning sea. Son of the morning. Okay. Bravery, fire, desire, battle, ridiculing impossible standards, fantasy, conservative ideas, impulsivity, outmoded ways, endless comparison, anger, irritability, inability, unhealthy influences. That's why the Five of Wands comes out twice, because you have the competition, like an Emperor in reversed energy is like making you like go up against like like an empress in reverse, right? Like a high priestess in reverse. And you're like, I'm not going up against that energy. It's like such a waste of my precious time. And so you're drawing a line here, you're drawing a boundary here. And that's going to channel in a whole new, like, lover's energy, like a whole new love connection. Um, Stand in awe and sin not. Commune with your own heart upon your bed and be still, Selah. All lovers are the first lovers, forever. Children of the voice. Divinatory meanings: Eros and Nomad, unity and division, division and unity, acceptance, vigor, the alchemic process, beauty, paradise, awakening, discrimination, focus, complete communion, achieving of goals, personal revelation, openness, liberty to choose, silent twin, word made flesh, self-belief, path of devotion as revelation, sexual energy directed, the vision of awe and faith, natural religion, atoning for mistakes, failure to learn from the past, stop and like a failure to stop and smell the roses, always seeking approval, arrogance, feelings of exclusion, silent twin. So, with the Emperor, it's like lack of imagination, irresponsibility, fearfulness, rules, zombies, the living dead, life in chains. Okay. But if you have like someone who is like loyal to you, service to you, dreams of you, transcending limits, ambition, teaching, inspiration, bravery, fire, desire, justification, positivity, energy, acceptance, renewal, opportunity, swagger, responsibility, style, soul, heart, life, triumph. Um, but yeah, the lovers, like this is about vision, having faith in yourself. And then the Hierophant is all about a thing with no limits previously is given and named by the Hierophant. What is the nature of the Hierophantic task? What does not change is the will to change. A priest is someone who gives a name to the mysteries, who speaks its words first, so that those who follow after can understand something that before was opaque because it had not been spoken into existence by the correct speaker, warder, priest, or Hierophant. The angels that touched us on the head before we were born were the letters of the Hierophant in joyous conjunction. Adet, evolution, aesthetics of love and wisdom, goodness, generosity, dispensary of blessings, artistic ability, order, temporal power, strength, teacher-student relationship, leading by example, scientific discovery, perseverance, granting of permissions, mirror of possibility, great return to higher self, expression of the creative will, bridging of the two worlds, a great return. Yeah, so death and art in this case, I would say is like there is like an artist in you, there's a creative spark of energy in you that's needing to be like kind of released here. But it's taking some time for that to happen. And in order for that to happen, you need to feel safe and protected, and to also, are being patient with that. But it's like your vision here is, it's like a prophecy. Like it's almost like it's supposed to happen this way. And I'm getting like death to art, like sort of thing. Like there's a looming feeling that like your creativity is being stifled here. Like you're being forced to like not pursue your passions. The beginning of the world is at the end of the world. Yeah, so death calls each one of us by his name when he comes to call, which is his lovely crown. There is a point here about how to speak something, to name it, is to fix it and kill it. Something about how forms are used up, something about platonic forms reoccurring, and the scapel. Somehow it relates to the prohibition about eating the fruits of the tree of knowledge and the fall into knowledge of death and of sin. Death resists fixity and stillness. It stirs things up. A rebirth here, a stirring of the subconscious. Um, An art is build an altar with a hacksaw on your kitchen table and place a book with the Hebrew letter Shin on the front of the top of it. Shin is also known as the Yonship. So it comes after death, okay? And we are very much getting into forms here, and there are also many forms in this card, and sexual too. There is art to love also. New skills, the art of love, how to live, no permission required, endless fascination, hobbies into careers, self-taught bravery, self-belief, reconciliation, cultivating the inner voice, creativity, collaboration, simultaneous, joy of union. Yeah, so like there's like things here. There's definitely a lot of energies here that are trying to promote you and push you toward your next big adventure here, your next leap of faith here. And then the Five of Wands, strife, struggle, interruption, temporary, teething problems, upsets, confusion. Okay, so that's all going like, and there's teeth here too. That's all going like head to head here with like how you are being perceived and how you are being seen and how things are like reflecting onto you, versus like what you know to already be true and how you already perceive things for yourself and know things for yourself. So letting go of some of these energies that are holding you back and hindering you from expressing yourself creatively, and you're being patient with it too, because you're not trying to like force anything to happen, but you're definitely planning for something to happen. Okay, and that brings us to the Pro Oracle cards, and we have chaos, failure, and clarity. Okay, so and serenity. I like this one too. So there's chaos here, there's clarity. Amid chaos, seek moments of calm and clarity. They bring focus and clear path forward. Okay, failure, learn from failures as stepping stones to success. Each setback is an opportunity for growth. Clarity, seek clarity through reflection and mindful awareness. Clear vision guides wise decisions. And serenity, find serenity in moments of peace and tranquility. It restores calm and inner balance. Okay, so you already know that which is true to your own heart's desires. It's just now a matter of time of looking beyond the conflict and beyond the chaos, and not like that is not your focus point. That is not your starting off point. That is something that hinders you from what it is that your heart truly desires and wants, because it's a distraction. It's to keep you busy. It's to keep you occupied. When really you need to just not occupy yourself with that and just step into your wishes and your heart's desire and trusting your intuition again with the High Priestess. Because this is going to bring you closer to yourself. It's going to be bringing you more awareness, and it's going to be helping you make all your dreams and all your wishes come true. Okay, so surrender to that. Surrender to the universe and allow yourself to believe that you can have your wishes come true, even amongst the chaos, even amongst the chaos and amongst the conflict here. Because the conflict really isn't about you. It's really a distraction to keep you from what it is that you want to do. So you know that, you're aware of that, and just keep moving forward with that. Okay, love and light always. Thank you so much for watching, Aquarius. Also, check out my Shadow Queen series. Some great videos and insights there. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.